guess you can call her a special guest, and her two special guests, actually, I'm sorry. Her name is, what would you like me to call you?
You can call me Anna.
I'll call you, okay, Anna. Because she has, so a different, persona and stuff. So her name's Anna, and she's a model. Yes, a model. Yes, a model.
Yes.
Good. So give me a second while I flip my clipboard, like I normally do. We're going to go in.
Flip the clip.
So, and what's your name, man?
I was just saying to her, I'm waiting for him to say my name.
I was put on the non-cursing persona.
Yeah.
So what's your name?
I'm Leanne.
Hey, Leanne. Hey.
Hello.
All right. Well, this is real Q&A. Well, we ask real questions and we expect real answers. Okay? Are you prepared to answer real answers, though?
Yes.
Sure. Because, you was giving me the third degree an hour
hello.
ago. Hey, Dolores. Hey, Coco. See, y'all tuning in every day. I love it. So they're going to introduce themselves, give you the Instagrams, and how to follow them and stuff like that. They legit, though. This is legit. I would not have done it if they wasn't legit. Not you Instagram models that be talking about, y'all Instagram model, and I try to book you, and then you tell me I stay out my DM, you think I'm trying to holler. I'm not trying to holler. I'm just trying to book you. I have a business. I'm trying to book you, bro. Like, for real. These women, that's another topic for another day.
Yes, thank you.
For real.
Thank you.
These are legit
don't
models.
Get us started.
Oh, no.
We have opinions.
Oh, no. I got a question for that, about that, too, because it's killing the industry. It's killing it.
It's killing it.
Go. Tell me.
Hi everyone, I'm Anna. Everybody knows me as La Natural Dominicana.
Uh-oh.
So you can follow me on IG at La_Natural_Dominicana.
Dominicana.
You can follow my promo page, which is Natural Dominicana, where all my events and everything that I'll be doing throughout the summer and the upcoming season will be posted.
Okay.
Okay. I just got one page. I'm real easy. It's my name. And you don't have to sound it out by each little syllable. No. I'm Leanne, LEANNE_J_Mangano, MANGANO.
Okay.
Nice to meet y'all.
Nice to meet you, too. All right, so, like I said, this is real questions and answers. When we ask real questions, we expect real answers. This becomes as much as possible. It's not going to be nothing crazy. I'm not crazy like that. Not that crazy. But yeah, so, okay. We're going to start off with the thing that me and my boy Haitian Raji always do. We're going to get him with this. And at the end, I will tell you why I do this.
Okay.
All right? So, what's your sign?
I am, by the book, a Scorpio.
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, you act like one. So. What's your sign?
She does, though.
No, she does.
But here's why we get along, because I am a true Pisces.
Oh, another one. A Pisces. So, Scorpios, very driven. Very mysterious. They don't want everybody to know their business. Pisces, creative, nurturing. Y'all nice people.
She is.
She's a nice person.
She's a sweetheart.
Great. Yeah. Okay. What's your nationality?
I am Dominicana. Afro-Latina.
Shout out. See, you already killed one of my other questions. So okay. Definitely. Okay, Dominicans.
So I can tell you why I say that.
Cool. Let's get her there. Get your nationality.
American.
American? You're black, right?
I'm black and Italian.
Okay, cool. Oh.
I heard her last name.
I know. I heard the last name.
Exactly.
See, I had to lead her. Like, you're black. Okay.
Her daddy's black as everybody else.
Yeah.
The Sicilian is black.
Once you put a drop of that chocolate in that white milk, that dot don't go nowhere. It's a fact. Right. I'm always speaking the truth.
That should stay around.
It's true.
All right. So, when it comes to you, I'm glad you said that you consider yourself Afro-Latina, which is great. Yeah. Okay. So you know about what we were talking about. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. That's great. So,
He was like, okay.
what do you really consider your profession? What is your profession? What are you?
By trade, I am an operations coordinator in the construction industry. But by passion, I am a model, a plus-size model.
That's what you are. Okay. You've been doing this for a while, so you are. And you're legit. How about you, man?
By trade,
There y'all go.
I work in the pharmaceutical industry.
Oh.
So I am a project specialist in the
Hey, Mom.
clinical operations field for a dermatology pharmaceutical right now.
Oh. You got some balls in there.
I wish.
Working our way up.
Working our way up.
Construction industry. You just said you work pharmaceuticals. Y'all got money. Yeah, keep going.
Your lips to God's ears.
Yes, all the way.
I like that.
All the way.
Right. Remember that. Your lips, the guy's ears.
That's right.
That was hard.
But passion is the arts.
Facts.
Modeling, theater, acting, all of that.
Hey, Mom, you don't remember, huh?
Hi, Mom.
Okay.
Hey, Mom.
Hey. Okay, but anyway, how tall are you?
I am 5'11".
How about you, ma'am?
5'10".
Oh, y'all tall women.
Yes.
Great, that's good. Now, being taller females in the industry, right, do you feel it's not in the industry, but did you used to play basketball or anything like that? That's what I wanted to ask first.
Yes, I used to play basketball in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't by choice. It was because I've always been told, because I've always been tall my entire life. All my life I had to fight. I've always been tall. I've always been the tallest but the youngest in my class. So when I started high school, I was, I've always been what we consider to be full-figured.
Wait for my next question. Go ahead.
I've always been considered full-figured. So, of course, because of the stigma society puts on women, my whole mission behind playing ball or being in the sports was because I wanted to stay toned, I wanted to stay in shape, and I wanted to lose weight. But then it became a passion because I liked the sport. I like to be around people. I'm antisocial in a sense, but if I know you, I'm cool.
I mean, we always was in shape. We was good. You were always in shape, so you good. About you, play ball?
In my head, I do.
Volleyball? It don't necessarily be basketball.
For fun, sure.
No, what I'm trying to do is just show the stigma. It's not.
No, absolutely. Organized, not so much. Middle school was the last time I played organized ball. But I love it. I support it. I'm there with it. But nah, I was a theater geek. I was that guy.
Okay, that's cool. So I'm a nerd my damn self. So. Okay. What is the proper term for? I don't even know how to say this because I don't want to sound wrong. What's the proper term for a model who is, I guess you could say, full figure? Do you call it plus size model? Do you call it BBW model? Is it larger model? What is the proper term, or do you feel is derogatory? Was not derogatory?
Just don't call me big.
Okay.
Don't call me fat.
Fat. Do people do that?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
What?
There are different.
There's a total difference between.
For lack of a better term, genre when it comes to the plus size industry. Because you have BBWs and you have the curvy girls and you have the thick and curvy, then you have full figured. It's at the end of the day, it's how you carry yourself. I'm a model. That's what I am.
I just want to make sure I'm asking the right question.
I'm a model, and that's just that.
Voluptuous.
How about you? Do you feel?
Facts. No, there's all these different terms.
Yeah,
Everyone's
terms.
got their own little version of whatever it is. I am a model. What I do is I model. It is no different from the straight size, from the smaller, skinny, whatever.
Standard size.
Whatever you want to call it, we're all doing the same damn thing. So why do I have to be put into a category? I understand within the industry there are categories. You have your redheaded models, you have your brunettes, you have your Runway, who has a tendency to be about this big, then you have your editorial and da 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 da. But I hate the term plus size.
Yeah.
I embrace it. That is what I am.
Yeah. Yes.
I have always been.
Real talk.
All my life.
So we talking about this. I was like, I'm at home. I'm just doing my research. Right? I'm like, plus size. To me, plus size is crazy to me. I'm plus size. That's crazy. What's that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
The term comes from fabric.
From fabric, because they have to use extra material to make our clothes.
Oh my God.
So it's something like above 8 or 10 yards or something like that.
So once you go
Get
past a
that,
size,
it's
plus
plus a
size.
yard, plus 2 yards, plus
3, whatever.
hence plus size. And then that has taken on its own
dynamic.
Not to mention the European standard.
Yes.
Like,
We don't.
Or the Asian standard, because the Asian market is this big.
Yeah.
It's so much smaller.
I'm just talking about the size difference.
My homeboy here, he exactly said what you said because he's not close. He said in categories towards the fabric.
Right.
But bro, we know damn well also it's because they're larger women as well. I know that's what it is too. I just feel like you're a model, like you said. You're a model.
I'm a model.
Yeah. there's some women that are larger that look way better than these skinnier women. So I don't think the size has something to do with it. But whatever, that's just me. I'm just
Can I just
No,
go
you
on
do
a
it.
quick
Go
little
ahead.
tangent? Smidgen of a tangent. But the fact of the matter is as plus size, and it might, I'm sorry if I preempt a question, but the fact of the matter is plus size models, that whole industry and category, you're forced into a very teeny tiny
Space.
box
Yes.
because plus size for some reason equals sexualized.
Yes.
And when you really start looking, how many editorial or any kind of photos do you see of a woman not looking sexy? She's not in a tight dress. She's not in some sort of
outrageous pose.
It's not tits and ass. It's not what. Pardon me, mom.
And she told me to watch. Yeah, I'm messing with you.
But you know what I mean? Like, for some reason, that is the category.
Yes.
So I think there's a deeper social
Stigma.
thing that needs to really be examined.
And I don't even think it's just the fact that it's that, in all honesty, we allow ourselves to be put into that box because at the end of the day, we want to be loved. We want to be looked at. We want to be appreciated.
And we want to be seen.
And we want to be seen.
Like, that's the avenue.
Yeah, because the only way a plus-size female or model will be considered to be, oh, you cute for a big girl. Or, oh, you have a nice shape to be a plus-size girl.
Oh, man.
But not all of us have Coca-Cola shaped Coca-Cola shaped bodies. Not all of us have big booties and big breasts, you know. So at the end of the day, you have to be that person to say, you know what? I look good in whatever I put on.
Absolutely.
Because it's your attitude that comes out.
Absolutely.
When I'm on that runway, I'm a mannequin. I'm a walking hanger.
Absolutely.
You know,
I've seen some of you walking. You do your thing.
Thank you.
She can. Did she?
Man,
You know, I'm a walking hanger. So whatever that designer puts me in, I have the right to say no. I'm exposing too much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have the right to say no. I don't want to put that on because it's my body that's being represented. I'm being represented on that runway. So at the end of the day, you have to be the one to say yes or no to whatever it is that whatever box people put you into.
But I think a lot of that too is knowing what you want and who you are
Exactly.
and what you're about. Like if
yes,
you
what you stand
are
for.
just trying to be seen or famous or take pictures, you're gonna go and do
whatever.
whatever. But if you really have some sort of standard, some real vision about what you're trying to
You're
do,
like, nah.
They're
exactly.
only going to ask you to do what they see. That's what
Yeah.
they see it, they're
Yep.
going to ask you to do it. That's it. You have standards, like you said, they won't go over your standards, you know what I'm saying? How do you like the runway? I mean, how often do you do runway? That was my next question, actually.
Oh, goodness.
All the damn time. She's always in one show or another. I'm like,
You know, the crazy thing is, I know her for a long time, right? And she told me she was going to do the modeling thing, but you know what's crazy? She's doing the modeling thing. Like, I see it. Like, I'm like, wait a minute, she's doing, you're somewhere all the time, but to have a 9 to 5 plus doing that, you're following your passion. That's why I said I had to have you up here. I wanted to tell you, good job. That's great.
Thank
But
you.
continue saying what you're saying, though. Yeah.
I don't even remember. I just,
She's always doing it. She's always
no,
doing
but she is. Like, every 2 days, she's in another show.
Yeah,
Like, girl,
She's saying that
calls
because she's
me-
taking a break this season. That's the only reason.
I've fallen back slightly.
Because when I met her, we were doing shows back to back. We went to Paris together.
Yeah.
So
I'll be a big man. I'll be a
And we're about to-
BDM.
we're about to head to London
Oh,
in
big deal.
Exactly.
September. So, I mean, I've been doing this for 5 years, and it really started out as like a confidence booster for me because I was going through a transition in my life, and
We all do.
having been married and then having sons. I have 4 sons. I was the only female, so I needed like estrogen in my life.
No, that's real. Like,
It's
that feminine
real.
energy.
You know, I needed estrogen in my
Yeah.
life, and one of my girlfriends, Karan Washington, whom I love to death, we were doing a fashion show at our church out in Houston, and
Hey, Sam.
and I was like, hey, are you gonna have adult models? And she's like, I never thought about that. So that's when it started, and since then, I just been doing it. How often do I hit the runway? I have cut back on the runway because I'm not gonna tell you how old I really am.
Yeah, we don't do that.
She's cut back.
We don't do that.
Lies.
I'm not
Was she lying?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Lies.
I know she's lying, but
I'm not gonna tell you how old I really am, but my knees don't work the same way as they used to.
Shout out to
And
Tiger Ball.
I'm in a whole boot because of that.
that Kobe,
So
that Kobe surgery. That Kobe surgery.
I'm following KD right now with this Achilles situation.
That Kobe surgery.
Yeah, I'm like, goodness gracious, got me in the whole boot for like 2 weeks. But I do the runway because I enjoy it, but it really is because it's a passion, and I want to be not just seen. I want to be seen by young girls that look like me. That when I was growing up as an Afro-Latina, as a Dominican, my mom is fair-skinned. My mom is her complexion. So
Shout
for
out
me, you know, growing up in Brooklyn, in
BK.
Brownsville, her and I would go to the
Queens.
store, and you know, being that this is my time, I'm gonna take my time. Don't be watching. Don't look at your watch.
Oh no.
Okay.
We good.
But growing, you know, my mom and I would go to the store, and people would question us, like, "Is that your sister?" Because I'm taller than her. I don't look like her. I'm not light complected like her. And I used to watch telenovelas, and I used to watch, you know, the soap operas, and I would never see a girl that looked like me. Either brown skin, yellow, you know, light skin, whatever. But I never saw a girl that was tall or thick or whatever on these shows. And now that I have the opportunity to be on, to use that platform, I'm going to use that platform. And to me, it's all about positive image. You know, body positivity. You know, I'm not saying go ahead and be obese and unhealthy, but if you're healthy and your body structure is to be a plus-size female, full-figure female, then you know what? Carry it with pride, take care of it, and represent it all the way down.
That weight, that's just me telling you a thing. I have a homegirl, I'm not going to pull her out there on the blast, but she's thin as who knows what, and she got high cholesterol, and she has, she's diabetic.
Yeah.
But you would look at her on the outside, you'd be like, oh yeah,
Oh, she's healthy.
Nah, so size don't mean really, if you take care of yourself, you're good.
Absolutely.
That's a stigma.
It's a big stigma.
Yeah, so you definitely, you know, but y'all saying you're going to take a break from the runway. I don't know why. You know.
I didn't say I was going to take a break from. I said I'm taking a break.
Okay.
It's a forced break because you can't walk.
I can't walk.
Now,
Because you're in a boot. How are you gonna walk boot heel?
See, Anna's over here just jumping my question.
I know you would.
How bad is like the would you say like the racism and the stereotypes in the modeling? Like is it bad? Like
most of the shows that I've done, I don't know if you can relate, because you just went to Coca House to camp, you know. But most of the runway shows that I've done are produced by people of color, African American or Hispanic, or even I've done some Caucasian shows, but they're mainly Afrocentric, so to speak, shows. But have I seen the colorism situation take place? Yes.
Of course.
For example, if I go to a casting and there's a genuine African woman on, you're casting for the same part as I am, she'll most likely get the part. Why? Because they're looking for that rich chocolate. They're looking for that Afro.
She's exotic.
She's exotic looking. I'm like, I'm exotic. I wasn't even born here. You know, I'm foreign. But still in all, they're looking for that exotic look.
Yeah.
So there is like that colorism situation taking place, but I've never, me personally, experienced it for myself.
How about you? Because you know what?
Colorism?
Yeah. And the crazy thing is like a lot of people don't believe light-skinned females.
Oh yeah, no.
I know.
We get it.
Oh no, we get it.
Yeah.
We definitely get it. So I'm either. What's funny is I'll get it on the other end. Like I'll maybe mess up on a casting or something like that, but and it also depends on where I'm at and what kind of a show. So taking it back, yeah, I would say I started doing most shows that were produced by people of color.
Okay.
And then just, I hate to say this, but we're just gonna be real. As you kind of make your way up within the industry from level to level to level, you see less and less people of color producing.
Yeah.
So you have less of you around
and
you.
more of them.
And more, right. So I'll go from being the one light-skinned person or one of a couple to one of the only little chocolate drops
In the mix.
and I'm caramel. Like,
Yeah. You mocha latte.
right. whatever you want to call it. But that's exactly it. Like, so it's interesting because I feel like I kind of have to represent at all times.
Yes, I agree.
Because somebody's always
The white
watching.
was good.
Oh Jesus.
Shout out to the
So,
Somebody's always watching. So
but no, I think, but also one of the other things that we have had experience is the fact that the comparison, like her and I are the same size in hips,
right,
but
we're built different.
she's more. She has the smaller waist, the smaller upper body, so she has that Coca-Cola shape
Yeah.
going for her.
Good.
I, on the other hand, I have a small waist, but not as defined as hers. So instead of, we both dynamic on the floor, so I can't even say anything about that. We both rip up a runway. We both start and end shows.
We both are
Start
open
and
we
closing
close.
show. The line of anything that we walk in.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, so when we have other females that are in the mix, they feel like, oh, they just only picking her because she has that Coca-Cola bottle.
Oh.
You know?
Which
Half the time it's true.
And not the work you put
just
in
being
though,
honest.
but
And
just
not
putting
the-
in the work.
And not exactly.
which means I personally feel like I gotta work that much harder to show that I'm the shit.
That you work, yeah.
And that I'm worth it, and that I earn that spot,
Fair.
not just simply because of my shape or
Yeah.
my color or my
Exactly.
hair.
The
You know
work
what I
is
mean?
important.
Absolutely.
Because we've
Absolutely. So I
seen-
work hard.
Ooh, child, we seen
When y'all
people.
came through, y'all was a shit.
Oh, boy.
We seen
Shots
girls.
fired.
We've seen girls get casted, and not to say again that we're like, Naomi Campbell standard and stuff,
Shout out
but
to
we've
Campbell.
seen girls get cast that cannot walk
For
the
anything.
life of them. You could throw them a raft and they still will not know how to get in it. That's how bad they walk.
It's bad.
So, and it's because they have
Because they have
the Fashion Nova body.
and then it's upsetting because you're representing for us. You're representing for all of the industry. Exactly what Anna was saying as to why you got into it. I got into it for the same reason. That is, like, modeling honestly is a platform for representation and reflection.
Yeah.
Have you
Because
itched
none
together
of
before
us-
you get on the runway?
A whole lot.
But when you don't grow up seeing it, it's almost like you put that on your back because you're representing for
everybody.
all of us.
Got you.
So if you're gonna go out and do it,
Do it right.
then do it right.
Facts.
All the way.
Do it right.
Pops always say that.
I mean, to me, it's just like you I'm pretty sure one of your next questions is going to be why get into the industry? How do you get into the
Oh,
industry?
yeah, well, save that. That's like
Okay.
the most important thing.
All right, fine. So go ask the next question then.
All right, so,
Because we'll start talking. And
I know,
we'll
because we
go
can
the
just
whole-
keep going.
Yes.
Like, we'll just give you all the content you want. You could just jump in when you feel the need.
you know what? We'll answer that question twice. So, yeah, how do you get into it? Like, how would you, if a woman was aspiring to be a model like that, how would you, tell her to go about it?
Go in for the right reason.
Ooh.
Don't go into it because you want to be seen. Don't go into it because somebody told you can,
Because you're cute.
because you're cute. Go into it because you know that you're going to leave your mark in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
Go into it because you know that what you're doing is because you want to do it, not because X, Y, and Z told you to do it, not because X, Y, and Z said, oh, maybe you can, you should try it, let's go ahead, it's all inclusive. No. Go into it because you know that what you're doing is going to be your passion. It's not a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that you just do on the whim. It's because if you're going to put your all into it, then put your all into it.
Absolutely.
All the way. And that's just my biggest pet peeve is that you see young ladies come in and not have the right mentality or the right attitude behind it. They just want to just be on the runway because they were told, oh, you're cute.
And then wonder why they're not moving up
Up.
in certain areas and getting certain opportunities. Like, your reputation precedes you. How you carry yourself in life is everything. It's all the stuff that we were all taught growing up.
Feeling your sexy.
And you know what I mean? How you carry yourself is everything.
Yeah.
with your correct attitude and all of that, it'll take you so much further than some things.
Every impression is
Um,
a first impression.
When people ask me, I tell them to Google castings. Like, to me, that's the easiest way. Granted, none of that is how I got started at all.
But yeah.
Not one iota. But if you don't already know people within who can put you onto a casting or put you onto this or that, Google. I mean, there's
Eventbrite
castings
has casting.
all the
I
time.
was about to say
All the
Eventbrite.
time.
I
Go
was about
to
to say-
Eventbrite and
Casting.
search casting
Casting.
calls.
Casting
It'll
calls
pop up.
in your area.
Yeah, that's how it is in
weekend.
the movie games or any game.
How about
Yeah.
your own portfolio? Like, how do you get started doing that? Like,
Test
taking
shoots.
professional pictures or...
Do a lot of shoots. You can
But
start.
don't just go with any photographer.
Yeah, 'cause they trying to knock it down with them.
Don't
Well-
go with just any photographer. That says,
How about
oh,
somebody that wants to do their own
Do their own what?
pictures?
Take their own pictures, like a
they
selfie?
got their lighting and...
Yeah, but
you know,
you're gonna need a photographer.
You need,
You need a
You
photographer.
need a photographer. You need a photographer that knows how to shoot a full-figure woman.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So, yes.
That's the thing they got.
Like, yeah,
My boy right here.
because...
Hey, Shiraji can do that. Got to need a photographer. He's in. Okay.
So, hit us up on Instagram.
Hello.
No, yes, absolutely. You can't just go with any photographer. I turn down photographers left
Yeah,
and
yeah.
right, and I do it nicely. I did it last night, matter of fact. But,
I said that last time. Okay.
because I talking about the hustle,
Yeah.
I went to work,
Mhm.
took a half day, drove down to Philly, shot in Philly, came back, didn't get home till late, got up this morning, went right back to work, setting up another shoot for tomorrow, setting up something else for Sunday. Like, it's constant. So if you're not on your grind, but I'm very particular about who I shoot
You know,
with.
you're supposed to be.
Because-
Correct.
Yes.
Because it's your brand, but also to what her point is, one, you gotta photographers, no offense to any of y'all out there, but half the time you're pervs. And so if you're
Yes.
Prodigy, you're a perv?
Not all of y'all.
not all y'all,
Not all of
but
y'all.
but
Now, see,
how many? There's so many stories of women. I can't.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
No,
I
but
know some that-
you really gotta be
Do
careful.
your research.
You gotta do your research. Two, different photographers have different styles,
Facts.
and if somebody you're shooting with because they're cheap. You know what I mean? You're gonna get a particular style.
Oh,
and
you
it's
look
not
great,
gonna
you look
be-
great. Let me just see a little bit of your
But it's not going to be the vision of what you want. You know what I mean? The shoots
Low
I'm setting
budget,
up,
that's low
it's a
budget.
very particular creative idea that I'm going for. Not every photographer
Yeah.
can fulfill that.
That vision is hard. Yeah.
But if you're just starting, I would say do a lot of trade for print. There's so much of that out there, and you can get to know different photographers that way. But if you're just starting, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm just being real. Like it
Get
really
yourself a
takes
mentor.
practice.
Jasmine, take note. My sister's a big girl. She wants to know about this.
It
Big
takes
thing,
practice.
mentor.
Like Tyra Banks says it all the time, but be in the mirror. Know your angles and just work and work and work. And so when you're starting and you're just starting your shoots, just try different things. It doesn't matter how crazy it is. I've been doing this for just over 3 years now. I just went to my first model camp. But that's a whole other story for another day. But because this woman is a dynamic, amazing editorial print model, what she does is not the norm. I'm trying to learn from her. You know
Yeah,
what I
I'm
mean?
trying to learn from her. Because it's cheap, it's free.
Well, they gotta watch the other, bro. Like,
That's what you think. No.
I get the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna switch it up. We've been talking about this modeling stuff for a minute. So my boy Aisha Raji wanted to know this question, so I'm gonna ask.
Oh,
What type of before I ask this, are you single? Answer the question. Don't get it. It was a real question, real answer.
I am currently going through a separation.
Okay, you gotta say that, but okay, go ahead. All right, go.
Yep.
Oh, so we about to have some real questions. All right, so what type of dudes do you like? Like what kind of men do you like? You know what I'm saying? Like my boy Haitian Raji was like, do you think like a tall
He
woman,
really put
like,
you out there.
No, but that's my dude. He doesn't care. He's that open. So he was like, yo, because he saw your pictures. He's like, y'all beautiful. Well, he didn't see your pictures, but obviously, I know if Anna bring you in here, I knew you was gonna be beautiful too. So, but yeah. So my whole thing is, Raji was like, yo, do you think that they date men that's not as tall as them?
It's hard.
Oh, but yeah, go.
You want to go?
Who wants to go first? Who wants to go first?
All right.
Go ahead.
It's hard.
Okay.
Right here, man.
I've always been the tallest.
Let's go.
Just go.
I've always been the tallest growing up until middle school when boys hit puberty. And then they started getting taller, and I got pissed because I was like being the tallest. Until I started to date, and it was like, I want to go out, I want to wear heels, and now I'm that much taller than you. It's just real awkward. So it's hard. I have dated guys who were shorter than me.
How tall are you, by the way?
5'10".
5'10", okay.
So, but you got to be real secure, and they got to carry themselves a certain kind of way.
Yeah.
I do have a limit. Like, I can't be a whole head taller than you. Like, we can't
I
have.
see the top of your head.
Nah.
What if he tippy toe?
Nope.
Like, how's that situation really going to
Yo,
work?
I seen that in the club before. Dude was like this. How you doing?
Okay.
And I feel bad.
She
for
didn't
them,
notice
but-
though.
Okay. I, on the other hand,
I got you. That's why I asked him that. I got you. Go ahead.
on the other hand, I particularly never really dated anyone shorter than me
You're lucky.
because I've always been. I
that's
played
what I
ball,
Yeah.
so all the guys
That's
around
the key.
me
They told
were
girls.
tall.
That's the key. That's the key.
They were all taller than me. They were either my height or taller.
Yep.
Not in
And
theater.
so you should have been on the
Shots
basketball
fired.
team. But for me, I'm not dating currently because, like I said, I am still legally married.
I respect that.
So
Alright.
I'm respecting that situation because you don't know what God has in store.
True.
Don't
But
that bad
at the-
karma, none of that. Okay.
But at the end of the day, I don't knock a female that does have a short boyfriend or husband. That's your prerogative. That's your preference. Me personally,
But is it?
I love to wear heels.
Right.
You
I
the heel
love,
thing. Damn.
you know,
No, but real talk.
I walk
Like,
tall.
in heels, we're what?
Well, I'm 6'4" with heels on.
God damn.
Right, exactly. Like, I'm well over 6 feet.
Yeah.
Running on the hill.
I'm
Like,
So to me, it's like if you're not, I don't mind looking at you straight in your eyes,
flat-footed.
flat-footed, but I just like my heels. You know,
I like my heels. And there's something about a guy
That-
taller than you like that.
because
Your
you've
arms
always
are
been
around
toward
him.
yes, that
I
whole
know.
reaching.
How about
that's
the
a reach.
dances thing? Right?
That's what I was saying. Like, how's
He
it
dancing
gonna
like this,
work?
like
Yeah,
How's that work?
it's my little brother.
it's okay for a
Right.
guy to be taller than a female, but it really is. It just doesn't.
It's not
Call
the
me
same.
shallow. I don't care. I can't date a shorter guy.
Shout out to Kevin Hart.
But they're nice.
Hold on.
I was just gonna say, but if you got good personalities, though.
I think it's a double standard. It
is. No, it is.
For me, because my sister's watching and she knows I'm she be going in on me. A lot of females I usually date are no taller than 5'8". That's me. Everybody knows me. I usually don't. But there's a reason. If they don't carry, hold on. If they do not carry themselves, how y'all carry yourself, I would definitely date a female like this. Oh yeah, I'm just because usually most big girls that are tall are not comfortable within their skin,
Security.
and I have an issue with that. I don't like.
I
I
agree.
cannot deal with a
agree.
female that's not comfortable. If you're tall, you have to be comfortable with being tall.
Yeah.
You can't be walking down the street and you feel awkward.
Like a fadoo.
Yeah, and I feel that, and
But
you
I
my
think-
lady, it's like it's weird.
But I think everybody goes through that.
I
At
went
some
through that
point in
phase.
school. Like, I went through that phase in middle school and
I think it's harder for
high
females
school,
because with me, I didn't go through it. It was just like more
But
so.
guys are
I
expected
noticed
to be
it,
tall.
but it was like, yeah, you gonna play ball or something like that. But it wasn't like. I think with women, it's just like I said, it's a double standard. I really feel that they feel because y'all are tall, like you're doofy or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I was called Big Bird. I was Green Giant.
You
I
know
was
what I'm
called a lot of names, but look at me now. But anyway,
Hey, girl.
I don't know what I'm see. Here my sister going. They say, "Ain't don't know what he missing." Listen, it's not that.
Tell him,
like
it's
I
true.
said,
It's true, though.
I would definitely date a woman taller than me because I've done it. If people know this, I've done that. But they gotta carry themselves a certain type of way.
Yeah.
And
That's just
I
agree
me,
with that.
bro. That's it.
I guess I've never come across a shorter fella that has caught my eye. I've seen short guys that are handsome. I'm like, ooh, Okay.
Who
But
that
then they talk.
But that's where it gets said.
But that's where it ends. It's like once they open their mouth, they feel like they have to make up for the lack of height.
Which is true.
You know, they want to come all hard and stuff. Dude, I'm tall. I don't need to be aggressive because I'm aggressive myself. You know.
Like not to cut you off. My boy just said Kevin Hart. His wife is taller than him. I don't know if y'all ever realized that. She's much taller than him.
Everybody's taller.
Yeah, but
That's what
I was thinking. I just didn't.
This kid is taller than him.
I feel with him though. I feel with him like it's the way he carries himself around.
Right.
That's what you know what I'm saying. He doesn't. I don't know how to say like the way he carries himself around.
He's not making up for his height.
Yeah,
And that's my thing.
When I dated my shorter guy, he's like average height. It was exactly that. It was how he carried himself.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay,
I have yet to come across a guy
that means that you just that's saying you won't date a taller person.
a shorter person.
Oh yeah, shorter person.
But to answer your question was, what do we prefer?
Yeah, what do you prefer?
Oh, okay.
So.
Answer that question.
Me personally, I have come to terms with the fact that I like my men chocolate.
What do you mean come to terms with?
I didn't accept it before. I thought it was Rainbow Bright friendly. I'm not.
Interesting.
Oh, so you like dark skinned men?
Everyone has a preference.
Well, no.
I disagree with that.
No, to me it's okay, here it is. It's not even the complexion for me.
Tell it.
To me is the structure of the person. I'm
The profile.
I like them tall. I like broad shoulders, well defined.
Yes.
You know,
Athletic build.
Athletic build.
Yeah.
You
Like
know,
a linebacker.
not so much. More like a basketball player.
Okay.
You know,
Wait, but like a power forward?
Who's she talking about?
Yeah.
just about, you know, I like them tall. I like broad shoulders, strong arms. You know.
The arms are everything.
Yeah.
The strong arm. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, she's like, yeah.
Yeah, so much.
Yeah, that should have fucked you up a little bit.
Now see, I'm like her. I'm rainbow bright.
No, I think I'm open to the rainbow.
I'm like Skittles.
I'm open to the rainbow.
Little. To me, if you're cute, you're cute. You're cute.
I agree.
I do have a physical stature.
Physical stature, yeah. What's that?
Okay. Basically what she said, like
Oh,
tall, like that athletic.
I need to do this.
Wait, I was at the gym yesterday, and it was like 3 of exactly that build, and I'm like dripping. Gross. Because when I'm at the gym, you know you look. I'm like, don't bother me, don't talk to me, but I like to
end at the
look.
gym. Yeah.
And I'm looking like, I mean, damn, where did they come from? Yeah, we're human. We are human. Yeah, no, that tall, like big. I like a good, like a, like a tight end power forward. I can't. I like a good tight end power forward, tight build. Yeah.
Because we big.
You gotta be big.
You gotta be big.
Can you scoop me up and?
Yo, she ran 9. Oh my God. I was just about to say that.
Facts. So.
You know, we got thighs.
Right.
And all that goodness.
Yep.
Gracious.
Yep.
Gracious.
Yo, goodness gracious.
Someplace else.
My homegirl said, Esmeralda, she said, what are some of your favorite plus size clothing lines, brands, and stores?
Good question.
For me right now, I'm feeling Gibri.
We're going to go back to the men thing in a minute.
That was the real questions. I think that's really why we came down here.
Yeah, right? I'm feeling
insight.
Gibri. I'm feeling, what's the other one that you and Eloquy, they do.
Eloquy is nice. I like Eloquy.
They're more of the work type of
Formal?
apparel.
Yeah.
Jabri is nice. I like Jabri stuff a
Yes,
lot.
I love their stuff.
Christian Omishan. I can never pronounce that last name.
How you say it?
We don't say it. It's a brand.
He knows who she
Yes.
is.
Shout out
Who she is.
to
No, but I think it really kind of depends on what you want. Like, just being
Casual.
completely honest, business stuff, I could do Eloquy. For real, I'll pick and choose from Lane Bryant.
Yeah, me too.
How about say Lane Bryant?
Lane Bryant.
By Ashley Stewart.
Yeah, no, Ashley Stewart. Some of their things.
Some of their things. You know what? They've really
They've
come up.
upgraded their
I'm
game.
really excited about the Whoopi Goldberg
Yes.
collab that they just did. Like, I'm here for that.
That's dope.
For me, I like a little bit of everything. Like, I will wear different clothes just depending on my mood and how I'm feeling. So I'll
She's
do.
very hippie.
I am. I'm very much.
She's a
So
hipster.
we could go bohemian. We
Yes.
can go real edgy. We can go.
I mean, like, because the thing is, we work for so many different designers.
So we see a lot
You know,
of
so
different
like
things.
Diva Big, we are house models for her.
Right, and her stuff is out there.
Yeah, it's like
if you're
Met
not comfortable
Gala,
with
yeah,
your
skin.
within your skin,
Don't do it.
don't at all. Like if you're not comfortable having your whole ass out, don't do it.
Yeah. Be
but
prepared
it's
for it.
dope.
But
It
it's
is
dope.
the
It's like
dopest.
Met
It's
Gala
straight
type
fire.
stuff, you know, stuff that you will
That's
see.
what's up right there.
So,
But or if I'm feeling really pretty and just floral and feminine, I love I'm a unique. So I mean, there's
It
so much
depends on
out
the
there, and then
mood.
Fashion Nova
Yeah,
has
Fashion Nova-
stuff where
like, I'm not cutting
fashion to
fashion over,
figure.
they do.
I love fashion to figure stuff too. No.
No,
Get out of
fashion
this
figure
conversation.
And then for real, Target.
Hello.
Yo,
Target.
you're not the first person.
I'm wearing
And
it
I'm not
right
even
now.
not
Like
hello, Target,
Target doing their thing.
Yo, can I ask a question?
Walmart,
Ant, can I ask a
Walmart.
question?
That's what's up right there.
What's up?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, where do you guys get inspiration as far as like
That was my next
accessories
question. Yeah.
and things like that go? Because you know accessories make the you know.
right. Again, for me, it really just depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes, like more, because it's a whole look. Most of the time, I'm very minimal.
Yes.
Like I literally just have earrings on today, and that's it.
And yeah, me, I'm out of both of us, I'm the makeup girl.
Yeah,
she doesn't do makeup.
I only have something on. How about wait? Pause. I didn't know we were being videoed, and so I just came around the corner.
She's like, oh
I was
shit.
like, we're being videoed. I was like,
Set you off.
like I'm like,
Here's
you
a
know, I
paper
think
towel.
it is what it
But
is.
even still,
It is what it is.
because
But I don't ever wear
she
makeup.
don't ever wear makeup. It's like
What's
it's
up?
very
What's up,
rare for her to wear makeup. I'm the makeup girl, but
looks good.
oh, thank you.
Looks good. I was looking.
But when it comes to accessories, I only have earrings on today because I was gonna be here. Like I don't really wear earrings. I used to be the accessories girl. I'm like, I have rings on. And I
Like-
have my watch.
I mean,
and-
It kind of depends on
does
what
the
I'm
designer
wearing.
give you guys like accessories for you guys to wear? Do you
It depends on the designer, but I
approve
would
or
say
disapprove?
rarely.
Yeah,
very rarely.
Rarely will they give it. Sometimes they will if it's a part of the whole
that's
The
look.
whole
Yeah.
thing.
Most
okay.
of the time, like I literally travel with my
Your own.
jewelry, and I always ask, and inevitably, like yesterday's shoot, I'm the only one. Which earrings? Do you want me to wear earrings? Do you want me to wear
Yeah.
jewelry, etc.? And oftentimes they'll say yes. So
Oftentimes I just have
Because
studs.
a lot of people that's aspiring, you know, do what you guys do is probably wondering like,
Oh yeah.
Do I bring my
That's
own-
why I was gonna ask
Oh,
some
good
questions. I got
question.
the questions written down.
so we should probably talk about model bags.
Oh yeah. I
yeah,
got-
that's what I'm
I
saying.
got-
Your
I got-
kit, what you bring with you,
Oh,
your
yeah,
road kit.
Oh, that's right, bro. I got that. Don't worry about it. Yeah,
I got you.
the days threw me off. She said that
My bad.
these days, when it comes to modeling, people out there looking for management. That's my next thing I'm gonna tell y'all. How do you know which is the right manager to look for? Like, do you have a manager, or you just do it all off the
We're
fly?
freelance.
We're both freelancing right
We're
now.
both freelancing.
Yeah, 'cause I manage a model myself. So the thing is with me is, I already know what you're talking about when you said the thing about the photographers being perverts.
Yeah.
So what I used to do was I used to send the girl in first and pop up. Like, pop up. Like, let's see if the guy really was professional.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, they weren't.
Right.
So that's why I said I understand where he was coming from.
That's right.
But so y'all freelance, you
Well,
saying?
we're
Yeah.
freelance, and the reason we're freelance, not just because a lot of people, you freelance because you want all the money for yourself. No, it's not that. It goes back to the conversation we were having before, when it's about the fact that
I got you. Hold on, I'm asking.
there's a not to oh my God, there's some BS going on in the industry when it comes to having signed models. These models nowadays, unfortunately, don't look like me. They are, and lack for a better term, the Fashion Nova models. there, you rarely see a girl that is genuinely, like, I give it up to Lane Bryant and to Ashley Stewart, because on their websites they have girls that look like us.
I see it. Yeah.
You know, they have girls that look like us that you be like, okay, so if I put that shirt on, this is how my role's gonna look.
Right.
In that shirt.
Right.
So to me, being signed
To an extent.
Yes. Being signed is kind of difficult because you have fit models, plus size models, and they only go to a certain height. You can only be 5'10", I believe. 5'11".
No, it's 5'8".
Oh, 5'8", they changed it?
It's 5'8".
So to me it's like, so again, the reason we're freelance is because at the end of the day we don't fit the cookie cutter mold that they have in some instances. That's just my opinion.
No, I don't. Like, I would kill to be a fit model because you're consistently making money.
Oh yeah, no, me
consistently
too.
working. Like, kill to be a fit model.
If I could get myself short, I would.
If I could get my proportions in order, I would.
Yeah.
So what she was saying earlier about me is I have a 20-inch difference between my hips and my waist. I am not normal. So it makes it, so how
You are normal
is
to
a
me,
brand,
baby.
thank you baby, how is a brand gonna fit how clothes are supposed to fit on a normal person when they're fitting on a not normal person? Like, it's just not, I just can't do it, unfortunately.
Not every
So
size
I'm limited.
16 is the same size.
That's very true.
Okay.
That's very true.
It's not.
But I am freelancing right now just because I haven't been signed by an agency yet.
Exactly.
And I'm not just going to sign with any agency.
Take note to that.
No, like it goes back to, again, her and I same hip size, but we are shaped
Yeah,
differently.
women's bodies different. Yeah, women's bodies
So
in general,
to me, it's like, and one of the things I really, want to put, like, why I am so adamant about being in the industry is because I want people to realize, I want these agencies, these designers,
Absolutely.
these people to realize that we are not all coming out of a mold. We all come in different shapes, different sizes,
Listen,
and we all love to wear clothes.
fact of
and
the
look
matter
good in
is-
Real
it.
quick, y'all, which one of y'all know my homegirl Jennifer Mujeki? Which one of y'all know her?
Jennifer who?
Mujeki. She's tall, African. Her name is Mujeki Diaz. She said she know one of y'all. Hey Jennifer,
Which
which one
one?
you know?
She most likely be know me and
Yeah. Anyway, I went to high school. That's my homie. Yeah, she's tall.
Where'd you
too.
go to high
She's about-
school?
I went to John Bell. Yo, she's about
John Bell,
6'1". She's a tall model too. So I'm pretty sure I ran into her a couple of times. But she goes, yo, you got my friend on there. So which one is the friend? Which one's the friend? Let me know. But
Please
keep going,
let us
y'all.
know.
Keep going about the management. Go ahead.
I'm the same thing. It's like I haven't found someone to sign me,
Right.
and nobody has approached me to sign me. So
Right.
I'm freelancing.
There's a reason for everything sometimes.
That's true.
That is true.
Oh, yeah.
It's very true.
Yeah. What's up, Lori? So yeah, definitely.
Hey,
I mean,
Lori.
so what do y'all do like when y'all go on these things? Y'all go to these things by yourself, or do you have like some type of security? Or you just going by yourself
What
on the
things?
fly?
For what?
Like when you do these events sometimes, like you know what I'm saying? Or is
We're not
Explain what you
Ashley
mean by
Graham.
event. What are you talking about?
meaning,
Fashion
like,
shows?
Yeah, because sometimes you do have people that stalk and watch your
Oh.
pages and things of that nature.
I haven't come across that, thank God.
Thank
and
God, knock on wood. Yeah,
keep
okay.
it going.
The
Praise
reason I'm asking is
Jesus.
I actually had, like I said, I have a friend of mine who I was managing for a minute. She's a model, and you'd be surprised. People would be watching you and seeing that you're a model, and you know.
No, I know some people that are low key stalkers.
But that's okay if it stays low key
Just stay low key.
and over the
Don't
internet.
become high key.
At all. From far away.
Stay low.
I haven't come across that yet.
Yeah.
We just, when it
Yeah,
comes to
that's
runway
basic.
shows, like you
We
just
just
show up and
and do our thing.
you
Now, how do
know.
y'all feel about Instagram models? So the thing is, we got models that say they models. They on Instagram. I mean, do you consider yourself an Instagram model? I had to piss you off. I had to ask the question.
No, I don't consider myself to be an Instagram model
Great, thank God.
because number one,
No, why do you say that? Cut you off. I just grabbed your boob. I'm
it's
sorry.
okay.
I say what?
Why do you say, oh, thank
Because
God?
a lot, y'all. All right. When I see Anna,
Because we're going to talk. Like,
Yeah,
let's talk.
just
Instagram models usually don't have a portfolio. They usually don't have a direction of what they're trying to do. Like you said, this is a passion. This is not just something like so you take a picture because I think I look cute type situation. They don't have a path of what they're trying to do when it comes to modeling. It's usually, oh yeah, I'm gonna take pictures for likes. Oh, a lot of people like my page. Oh, I'm a model now. There's no clarification to
And
the
their
actual
back room,
craft.
their background is like a messy room.
Jesus Christ.
I was gonna say, so define Instagram model. For me.
Yeah.
That's all I said I need to know. What's the definition?
Because there are some
Because there
Instagram
are some-
models
Not
that
making money.
That are making money.
Of course, yeah, I know.
And not necessarily in that vein, but like that is the job, that's the avenue that they found. So every single day I'm seeing them post about what they're wearing. It's like a live, weird VR version of a live commercial. Today I'm wearing Fashion Nova. Today I'm wearing this.
Yeah.
Fashion and Figure has me. And they get sent this stuff, they get paid by it, and they're making money.
And that's the thing, though. What I'm trying to get y'all to do for me without me saying it, I need y'all to tell what the difference is. I'm playing stupid.
Well, no,
I know what it
okay,
is.
well,
So, but that's an Instagram model who
It has a path.
leverage, who has a path, and it's genuinely working.
yes.
Um,
And then there's some Instagram
and then you just
models
got people who are on Instagram
Thank you.
taking pictures.
Now, see, the thing
showing
is,
every part of their body.
like you said, there are people that, like you said, that wear certain clothing that they get paid to wear that clothing. Usually, they tag the designer in the clothing.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm trying to get people who are watching, because they're asking me these questions, to know how do they go about that. Like, should you do?
Well,
What
I
should
mean,
they do?
if you put a cute outfit together and it's all Lane Bryant,
Tag 'em.
I would say go ahead and tag them. But here's my whole thing: don't.
Go ahead.
Go
I'm
ahead.
trying to jump in. No, first of all, you got to have over 5,000 followers. Starting.
Okay.
Period.
Thank you.
If you don't have over 5,000 followers,
Don't even do
it
it.
will never work.
It's
You
not
can
gonna work.
tag all that you want.
All day long.
You can do what you want to do. It will just go to trash.
Yeah.
So one, you got to get your followers up and get them up right. You can't buy
Don't
followers.
thank
Don't
them.
buy them.
Thank-
Organic.
They know it.
Keep them
Divine
organic.
Keep it
communication.
organic.
Keep them organic.
So one, you got to get your followers up, and then I would say start. And what a lot of these girls will do, women, they're not girls, will do is on a sunny day, take a whole bunch of clothes, take a picture in this, take a picture in this, take a picture in this, so you have like a whole stock that you can choose from, and then you can continually be able to post this, that, and the other.
But
Yeah.
I guess it just really boils down to. Well, I get what you say about the 5,000 and 5,000 XYZ followers, but sometimes like me, I don't have 5,000 followers.
Me either.
I barely have 1,300. But hey, it is what it is. But they're all organic.
Right.
These are people
Yeah,
that
see that.
follow me organically.
Absolutely.
I did not buy any of my 1,300 followers.
Me either.
These are all people that follow me
Not even
because either
follow me,
we've
I
networked together.
And that's exactly it.
You follow me, I follow you.
We hashtag.
We hashtag.
Hashtags are everything
Yes.
to get your followers up.
Yes.
The reason I'm asking this question is this, because let me put myself on camera real quick, because I'm glad you just said the key word. There's a key word in all of that, organic. So the thing is, you can have 1,000 followers, right? But if you got, say, 1,000, you got 150 people liking the stuff, right? And you got 5,000 followers, you got 40 people liking your stuff.
Right.
The person who has 1,000 followers is actually winning more than the person who has 5,000 followers.
Right.
And the reason is because that person has organic followers. The thing is that people was asking me, yo, how do you, with the podcast and all this other stuff, how are you getting so much traffic? Because it's organic. I'm not purchasing anything.
That's right.
It's just me being what I'm doing. And the thing is that for like you, I see what you're doing. And it's organic. I can tell because the amount of followers you have, the amount of likes you have, and the amount of people that's interacting with you as well when it comes to comments. They're talking to you. They're interested in what Anna is doing. So, and I'm start following you as well. But what I'm saying is, they're interested in your craft. And one of the keys is the hashtags. One of the keys is
Yes,
also
absolutely.
making sure that the people that are following you are doing the same thing you're doing.
That you're doing.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's all I gotta say. I mean, I'm not giving you no more. I'm just giving you little gems because they're dropping it for you when it comes to the modeling industry.
Yes.
But use it as a tool. That's what Instagram is for.
Absolutely.
All social media platforms is a tool.
I didn't have Instagram until I started doing this.
Yeah.
I'm very much a private person. Like, I don't want people knowing anything about me unless I put it out there.
I got called
And so,
to find out she's still alive.
I know, I'm horrible. I am the worst.
One of the things with Instagram, guys, I hate Instagram. I hate taking pictures of myself. I
It's
feel like
so-
I'm bragging.
It's such a
You know what
job.
I'm saying? Yeah.
And then, like, when you're genuinely a humble person, it feels so superficial. It feels so vain. And that I absolutely hate about it. But it is a tool.
Yes.
And it is a platform. You got to learn it. You got to study it. And then know how to use it. And it absolutely will help propel you
Don't
one
let it
way or
use
the
you.
other.
Don't let it use
Yeah.
you. Because I'm going to be very honest. I had to go on a 30-day fast from all
It's
social media.
Crazy, son.
Because it was consuming all of my time. I was
It counts.
building a farm, a virtual farm. Who does that? I wasn't producing no money for myself, but for Facebook.
What were you doing?
Girl, don't even let me know. But I had to literally do a 30-day fast and just stop all social media. So now, if you see me post anything on my IG, like I have Facebook, but what I love about IG is the fact that I could do my posts on IG or go on Twitter, go on Facebook. I don't have to go to any of those other places to do it. So I'm good with that. So all of my posts, like you were saying, oh, you ain't seen my post on Facebook. I'm like, nope. If you ain't tagged me or tell me to go look for it, Anna ain't looking for it because I don't go on Facebook. I do everything through IG. But in all honesty, I literally go weeks.
I do too.
I may
You know
go
I do.
days, weeks without posting anything. And I may have done 3 shows within those weeks that I did anything. But then I'll be like, Throwback Thursday, bam! Flashback Friday,
No, that's
boom!
absolutely true.
You know,
Like,
and that's the
I
only time you see me do it.
rarely, I'm not gonna say rarely, like I'll go on a couple times a day, maybe. But people send stuff all the time. You know, because people say, like, y'all say, and I'll be like, oh, 5 days later, I'm just seeing this.
I'm like,
It'll be
yeah,
messages
we're
like,
over it, bro.
I know, and I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy. But I don't go on because it absolutely consumes your world.
consumes your world.
And not just consumes your time, but it consumes your energy.
Yes.
And when you're really trying to live in positivity,
Jesus.
That negativity.
that social media aspect of the influences that you
suck you
allow
in.
into your life. And so being in this field, just kind of bringing it back around for a quick second, is you cannot compare yourself.
No.
You can't. Your social media will do that all day, every day,
This
and it doesn't matter
industry
how happy, go, sunshine, lucky person, positivity you are, you will find yourself in a darker place or thinking things because you're comparing yourself to this person. You're comparing. Why don't I have as many followers as them?
Yes.
I'm doing more. That church picture was trash. I just posted this. How come I only got da 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 da? How come I'm not getting the engagement?
Comparison
Yes.
is the thief of joy.
You
compare
I like
to-
that. That's the truth. Comparison is the thief
But
of
what's
joy.
so
I like
funny
that.
is
So true.
I don't think it's just social media that does that. I think it's all industries.
Yeah,
I
no
think
facts.
music
Yeah.
industry,
Music.
fashion industry, they all make you always consistently comparing yourself.
But this is built on image. And if you're
Yes.
not already
Confident within your own
confident
image.
and it's hard to keep that up. And
Yeah, I would say for you
really
guys,
bring it
it's
down.
definitely because like, well, y'all seem like y'all more grounded with it, so yeah, definitely. But for sure, if you're a model and you don't have that groundness and you're like not
Yeah.
confident, if you see that one girl getting 1,000 likes and you're getting like 100, you're gonna be like,
It's hard.
It's gonna be why is she getting some more than me?
It's
I stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I
as soon as I'm going through and this and the other, and I'll feel myself start comparing, I gotta turn it off. Like, okay,
No,
I'm gonna go play in the sunshine right now. Like I
Yeah,
can't.
no, and
I
this
can't.
is so true, and I used to do that. I'm very guilty of that, especially when I first started modeling. I was like, how come? And I was like, you know what? Bump it. Whatever. If you like me, you're gonna like me for me.
Absolutely.
And that's that. There was never an issue for me to know why it is that I chose to do this. You know, I believe that my belief, my character, my integrity will shine through it all, regardless of what. There's not one female model that could ever say Anna was a bitch. None. Why? Because I'm never going there with the attitude of, yeah, I've been doing this for 5 years. I'm that. No, I go in there like, hey, I'm here just like you, getting not paid.
That part.
Being on my feet for 4 hours in 4-inch to 5-inch heels.
4 hours plus.
Hungry. Munching on
Tired,
chips.
hurting.
Tired. So trust and believe, I never go in there with that attitude. Some people may think I go in there with that attitude because I may know people there.
Mhm.
It's not my fault. I recently did a show and a girl got mad because I knew the creative director and I had her back. I was like, boo, this is what we do. If I know you,
What's this? Tell me later.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like, no, because when we did Philly Fashion, what we did Philly Fashion Week, you were doing your whole thousandaire type situation, and we had to stop. It was like, breathe.
So I do a little bit of everything, but I like the production side of things as well.
Me too.
So shout out to for Philly Fashion Week. We have another
It's
casting coming up July 7th. Go check it out.
Send a plug. You got a plug.
No, legit.
No, Loving My Curves is doing their tour, so get in because I just went to my gas station.
Plug.
So for Philly Fashion Week, I'm part of production staff, and I basically help run backstage. And Anna can attest to this. There is no stopping.
There is no stopping.
Y'all got to sit down. I don't get to sit down. And then because I'm dope, I wear 2 hats and literally take off the production hat and then put on my model hat. And so you'll see me getting models in order and yelling at people and putting people in place. At the same time, I'm in full face and a dress.
And a dress.
And looking for my damn boots because one of the other volunteers took my boots and I'm trying to get my boots together because I'm about to go on stage, but at the same time people are messing up my runway and I gotta go get them in order.
And I'm like, okay, Leanne, breathe.
Right.
Take a bite out of the sandwich. Now go.
But when people know, like going back to your point, when you're a person of integrity, but again, to me it goes back to how you're raised and brought up.
Absolutely.
And if you're brought up to treat people how you want to be treated and to be courteous and to be humble and, you know, be in gratitude and just you are who you are, and nobody's better than anybody else, that's reflected.
You're always
and you
replaceable.
get love. Absolutely.
That's my whole.
And you will always get
never
love.
ever believe that you're not replaceable.
That's true.
Everybody's replaceable.
Seen that many times.
That's a Dance Mom's quote. Yes, I'm a Dance Mom fan. No, but everybody is replaceable
That's true.
because you just never know. Like I literally I have a show coming up in July for Pink Sexy, and they do a fundraiser for sickle cell anemia. And the young lady was like, "Hey, I really love your walk. Come through." I said, "Okay." I was ready to go. Then I got the boot, and I said, "Hey, this is my situation." She's like, "Don't come. See you on the 21st. I said, I don't mind coming. She's like, "Nope, I'm not going to let you in the building if you show up because I need you to get rest. I need your foot to get better for the show." I was like, "All right, no problem." Because guess what? She knows that I'm going to bring the A game.
Right.
Regardless to what. Some people come in there and think, oh, because...
I did 2 shows.
I did 2 shows. Now I am Ashley Graham. No, you're not, boo, because Ashley Graham don't even do Runway.
And when she does, I love her.
Yes.
Love her.
Love her.
attitude. But there's a reason
She doesn't do
more
Runway.
print than she
And
does
she does
runway.
print,
And
you know?
and the runway that she does do, you know,
It's just for that particular situation.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's...
I love her though.
I love Ashley Graham.
I love her too.
But at the end of the day, it's all about, again, you cannot just come into this industry thinking that you're going to, like, blast off overnight. It's not going to happen. You have to grind. You have to surround yourself with the right people.
That's key.
Right people. People that know about the business, that know how to help you get up in the game. Because there's some people out there that be like, "Yeah, boo," and never send you a casting notification.
A lot of people like that.
Never let you know there's a model call. Never let you know anything. But then you show up because you have other people telling you about it, and you're like, "Oh, I didn't know you was coming." I don't need your stories. You ain't shared with me, but I shared it with you though, because that's how I found out that you were there. Because I'm already going. Oh, okay. So to me, it's like get yourself surrounded with the right people. Get yourself a mentor. Get yourself somebody that you know has been in the industry and done it right.
Okay.
Plus models, Jeannie Ferguson. I love her to death.
She's a sweetheart.
Linda Scott, Houston. She's my mentor. She's the one that put me on the map, and I love her to death. And Jeannie Ferguson, she's from Brooklyn, ride or die, and she is one of the hottest petite plus size models out there.
Petite plus. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now
She's 6 feet in her heart, but she's really 5 something in size.
So that was my next question. I got like one more, but I'm definitely going to ask you, like, who was your inspiration? Like, who you feel like inspiration as a model? Like, who you think is like, who you like, oh, I like her, or she know? Do you have any of those?
Honestly, and she thinks I joke, because the first time I met Leanne was at Full Figure Fashion Week, 2 years ago.
Last year. A year ago, like now.
Yeah. And she was on the. I had casted for the show. I made the wall, but didn't get picked. But she got picked. So I volunteered because again, that's another thing. Always learn every aspect of the industry.
Absolutely.
Production, volunteering,
Everything.
on the scene, help a designer out.
It makes
do
a difference.
Everything, because that's how you know what really goes into these fashion shows.
And how to conduct yourself as a
And
model.
yes, have model etiquette, please. But anyway, I met Leanne and I saw her and I sensed her spirit. I'm all about discernment, and I,
Like, yeah, I'm your cosign.
you know, you know, and I sensed her spirit, and she was not. I'm looking at her like she's gorgeous. She is gorgeous, and she knows what she's doing. She's about her business, but she never gave me that attitude of I know I'm gorgeous. I know I'm about my business. I'm all that in a bag of chips. She's never gave me that attitude, and since then I've been to her house. Her mama's my mama, you know, and this is like it is what it is, because when you get yourself and you truly get to know people organically, genuinely, and actually hook onto them, you never know where you're gonna end up going.
That's the truth. And like you said, when it comes to energy, like I'm really big on that. That was nice. That was nice. You know, I'm really big on energy. Like I said, I don't know you from a hole in the wall, but like I know Anna like once in a while, like whatever. And the thing with her is her energy's always been genuine. You feel me?
Yes.
When you sat down just now and you're talking about your craft, I know that this is what you're meant to do, and your energy is genuine. Like you're not being cocky. This is what you do. And you know, when confidence, there's a difference between confidence and cockiness. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you can
That's
definitely
very
see it
true.
if you let a person talk. When they speak, you hear it. And from me sitting here not even knowing you from on the wall, both of y'all, I know this is what y'all meant to do, and y'all doing a phenomenal job.
Thank
but
you.
I want to get your answer, and then we're gonna get your Instagrams, and we can tell people where they can, find
I love you, Mama. Like you were ready to make me cry on camera.
You'll cry baby anyway.
I am a crybaby. I'm such a sap. So I'll give the answer that I literally just gave earlier. I had to film. I love you. You know I love you.
I know you do.
Okay.
oh, well, I love you. It's not gonna be ready.
It's not gonna be
Not gonna be
ready.
but I love you though.
I already knew that.
Oh, you're my girl.
I knew that.
I know.
I knew that.
Genuinely, so really long story short, modeling fell in my lap. I always loved fashion. I always followed certain people growing up. But it was never, ever a remote thought that I would be doing this and living this. It literally fell in my lap. And so I never had a mentor. I never had all the stuff that you had. I literally just kind of took one step, and one thing led to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, and it's all truly by faith. And I know it's a God-led path. That said, the people, like, I was never told what to do or how to do it. I had to figure it all out for myself. And so, YouTube, I can't tell you how many different, honestly, I can't tell you, but I looked for specific things. Before that, though, there was one, well, there's definitely growing up, it was the big three for me, Naomi, Linda, and Chrissy Turlington. I looked up to them growing up. And then once I got a little older, I always loved and followed this one particular model. Her name is Coco Rocha. She's another supermodel. What I loved about her, though, like once I started modeling, I started trying to really hone in on her. So when it comes to pictures and posing and frame, she does. She literally, no exaggeration, wrote the book on posing, and agencies around the world have been using it for years to teach people how to pose. And so her stuff is just beautiful and dynamic. It's a work of art. And so I always tried to emulate her and learn. Fast forward, a year ago, she just started a modeling camp. I like to call it like the X-Men camp for mutants, but for models. There's literally nothing else like this on the planet. And so I was just blessed beyond belief and honored to be able to be picked to go. And so I just went and learned so much right there. So she was always an inspiration, but what I also love about her is the work, and what we were talking about earlier is using it as a platform. She has literally helped change the industry to make it safer for girls and to change a lot about it through using it as her platform. So her activism within it is inspiring as well. But her aside, for me, my other inspirations are Kim Baker and Emmy and Sharon Quinn and Catherine Schuller. They were the vanguard of this plus size movement. There would be no us.
I have worked for Catherine Schuller.
Right. There would be no Ashley Graham. There would be no Marquita Pring. There would be nobody, no Precious Lee, if it was not for them. They took the brunt of it. They were the first time I ever, in high school in Lane Bryant, I will never forget it, saw somebody who looked like me in print. I've never seen that before. And so that is everything, and seeing yourself reflected is
Yes.
everything. Representation matters, and so the harder that we push, the more we push it. And so I'm inspired by the work of all of them.
Yeah.
They laid the foundation.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, this is probably one of my most entertaining and fun episodes, man. I have fun.
Hey,
You
we
have
trying
people
to be.
engaged today. I mean, we got people watching. People probably got the little pencil emoji. They say,
Shout
I'm
out to
taking
y'all.
notes, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? This has actually been fun. You know, the thing is, Raji, it's like, when we be coming up with these topics and stuff, like, it'd be the ones that we think, like, okay, whatever. But I learned the most from this
The most
one.
interesting
So,
one,
yeah,
yeah.
it's the most entertaining. So, I appreciate y'all guys for being open and letting us in y'all world.
Of course.
So now, what I need y'all to do right now is definitely give them your Instagram. And if y'all want to continue to take notes, y'all must follow them.
Yes.
Yes.
Follow. Hold on.
Please
Look,
do.
Look at my face. Follow them. Don't tell me, yo, you needed some notes and you needed how to figure out how to do this and all the other stuff. And then they tell me they didn't gain like 10 followers or something. I need y'all to follow them, bro. How hard is it? Get off your
We're
pride.
trying to get to those 5,000 followers. We're trying to be
All
Instagram.
right. Off the camera, I got you. I'll tell you something.
Okay.
And it's organic. But listen, make sure you follow them though.
Yes.
Mad females on here, yo, Ann, that's
Please
the plug,
do.
that's the plug, the plug. Here's the plug, but you gotta follow them. And yo, I know Anna personally, like I said, she's a good person. If you hit her up and ask her a question, she's gonna answer it. So just hit her up, come correct
I
though.
gotta get back to a
You know what I'm saying? And basically,
works.
we're gonna go from there. So they're gonna give you the Instagrams, make sure you follow them, and y'all have a wonderful day. So here you go.
Oh,
Hey, Annie, go first.
All right. Well, again, that's LA. Period. Natural. Period. Dominicana. It has my name in it.
Yeah, totally. Last, you better get on it. Let's forget.
And then I am my name, Leanne, LEANNE _J_Mangano. Spelled like it sounds. MAN as in Nancy. GAN as in Nancy. O as in orange.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is too. Obviously, I'm gonna share it on my Instagram. You know what I'm
Please,
saying?
thank you.
We good. We gonna be lit. Don't worry about that. I need y'all to give me like 5 minutes. I just want to talk to Les real quick about something. We're gonna take photos.
Do you have
and
a
stuff.
question?
Go.
Can we find out what our discernment, or we're not our discernment?
Oh no! Oh yeah. The thing
I've
is,
been dying for that this whole interview.
the reason I didn't do it on camera because this one said that she didn't want nobody to know their age. I heard her.
Oh, yeah, no.
You have to give me your date.
The whole-
your
yeah,
birth.
we're not-
You
no,
need
no.
your
Oh, that's
birth.
right, that's
So
right.
I got y'all. I'll do it.
Yeah,
We'll do
Got it. Good looking out. Good
And
looking out.
I'll let y'all know that podcast what the numbers is. Everything I want to know. Alright? So you're gonna give me like
Thank you
5
for
minutes. That's
having
what it is.
us.
No problem, right? I appreciate you.
Thank y'all.
Yo, let's get it real quick.
Hi, it's La Natural Dominicana.
And Leanne Mangano.
Thank you for watching the real Q&A.
Oh, they did. Get it.